are here with Coach LeViere and some of the Lady Bruins. Tough loss tonight, Coach, but we'll start with you. We knew this was going to be a physical game against some really good athletes that North Greenville brings in. So, kind of coming in, what was the strategy tonight?
Well, they have a lot of athletes and some really, really good shooters, and we saw that out there. I mean, they finished the game. I thought we played defensively really well, and they still finished the game with great numbers. They're 46% overall field goal percentage and 36% from behind the arc. So even with us playing what I thought was pretty good defense, they scored the ball really efficiently, and we did some things with some really hard work. The team worked really hard at rebounding and kept us in the game at times, but hats off to North Greenville. They did what they needed to do to pull out the victory, and I felt like we really played quite well. We just didn't do quite enough to pull off the upset.
Delaney, we'll go to you. From a defensive standpoint, it seemed like we would go in spurts where they would go up by, I think, 10 or 12 in the first half, and then we'd come back and cut it back to 5 or 4 or closer, and then they would go back up. So defensively, just talk to me a little bit more, kind of the same question that I asked Coach, but how we had to go into this game with the mindset playing against this team tonight.
Like Coach said, we had to know their shooters, and they were athletic, so we knew we couldn't let them go right for the most part, and we knew the shooters, and so we had to get out on them and force them to drive and then just be there on the help side.
What do you think was key in the first half, especially for us to be able to come back like we did and then going into the half only down 3?
I think rebounds are a big key to most games, and it really showed in this game because we won the rebound battle, and it made it a closer game than if we would have probably lost the rebound battle.
Yeah, for sure. Gracen, you had an unbelievable second half in particular, kept finding that corner 3 spot, and just talk about at times tonight our offense really was clicking, ball was moving great. So during those times, what was so prolific about the offense?
The key definitely was getting the ball to the post, and then they just did a good job of turning and finding the open person, and it just happened to be me a couple times. I just knocked it down.
Yeah, you guys came off of this game, or off of Saturday's game, which was a tough game down at Pensacola. So Gracen, kind of to you again, just coming into this game, what were we wanting to show as a result of today?
Probably that we can do the little things right, and that we are good basketball players, and I think definitely playing against the high caliber team like North Greenville and staying with them for most of the game definitely showed that.
Coach, this is the only game this week, so you have the opportunity to get some rest and then 2 region games to finish out the regular season next week. So what do we take, or what are we going to work on in practice this week as we prepare for both Toccoa and then Trinity after that?
Well, a really good takeaway from this game, you alluded to coming back. Twice we came back from a double-digit deficit, cut it down to 4 or 5 points, and at one point had it down to 2. Coming off of a tough road loss and then coming back into this really tough opponent, I was really worried about this game because it had definitely capability that we could have been just blown away and been really negative on ourselves. And the team showed a lot of heart and spirit to come back in and play a really tough opponent, and to get down and then come back that's really, really encouraging. And so we focused on just trying to be excellent one possession at a time, and defining excellence is just doing little things really, really well every time. And I feel like we did that for the most part. Rebounding, I think we out-rebounded them, and I think overall played great defense. We definitely didn't play a perfect game, and we have areas to improve on, but until we get to heaven and play a good basketball game in heaven, we're not going to play that perfect game. And so that is something that we will take away and build on, and go back to, okay, here's some things that we can improve on, and here's some things we did really well. And going into our last 2 regional games and then regional tournament play, this is a pretty good place to jump off of.
All right, thank you guys.